Amy's Creative Wishes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I just want to start off by talking a little bit about Sale-a-bration. So Sale-a-bration came for the second time this year. They've never done that before. But so from August 3rd to September 30th is our second Sale-a-bration of the year. And what it is when you spend a minimum of $60, you get to pick something for free out of this brochure. And you can buy anything from the annual catalog, from the August to December mini catalog, otherwise known as the holiday catalog. Any $60 you spend, you get to pick a free item. So there's designer series paper. There's some stamp sets. This right here, Peaceful Prints 12 by 12 designer series paper. That's what we're using in today's two cards. A stamp set, dies, all kinds of great things in this brochure you can choose from. So on page 8, like I said, we're using the Peaceful Prints designer series paper today. Which is free with a $60 order. And I'm pairing it with the Perfectly Plaid stamp set for one card. And the second card, I'm using the Holly Jolly Wishes. So, let me show you the cards we're going to make today. These are the two cards. And then this one is a fun fold. So it opens up like this and there's a little pocket. And in that pocket is right on the back as well. And you can also put in this pocket a gift card or a tea or a packet of hot chocolate, or all types of things can go in that pocket. And so both of these designer series paper are Both of these designer series papers are from the Peaceful Prints. So let's start with the green card. And what you will need for that, I have a piece of Sahara sand, 4 1/4 by 11. I have a scrap piece of basic white. A piece of basic white that measures 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. That goes for the inside of the card. I have a piece of the designer series paper with the trees and plaid trees on it. Polka dots on the other side. That measures 4 by 5 1/4. I have another piece that measures... Oh, I did that too long. But this measures 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to cut it down to 5 1/4 so it matches the other piece. And then I have a circle, of Sahara sand, which I die cut using the largest circle from the circle dies. Layering circle dies, that's what I was trying to think of. So let's get started. I realized I forgot to score this, so I'll score it with you at 5 1/2 on the long side. So we have that plaid tree, and we're using garden green ink. And my garden green is too juicy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp off and do what's known as second generation stamping. So I stamped off on scrap paper once, and then I stamped my image for the inside. And I'll do the same for the tree on the outside. And the Perfectly Plaid, this stamp set, Perfectly Plaid, is actually in the annual catalog, not the holiday catalog. It was a carryover from last year. And it coordinates with the pine tree punch. And we're going to punch out this tree. So that's done. And then I'm going to take this scrap piece of white and the sentiment that says, "May this special season be wrapped in love and joy." Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need that ink in a second again, but let's cut this. So I've cut that out. Now I'm going to use the Banners Pick-a-Punch. I don't know how well you can see that. Well, you can kind of see it. Anyway, I'm going to be using this side. And punch out a banner. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh. So there's my tree and my sentiment for the outside. Forgot to do the sentiment for the inside, which is Merry Christmas. Also from that Perfectly Plaid stamp set. And this I'm going to ink up. I'm not stamping off. Just going to stamp that near the bottom for the inside of the card. Now I can close up the garden green ink. And this card is almost set to put together. So let me get my adhesive. And we're just going to put that. It's just the opposite side of the Designer Series paper. So we just put that across the middle. And I cut it off, trimmed it off. And then this gets adhered flat. So that's like that. Let's add some adhesive to the layer for the inside. Oop. Okay, so the inside's done. We're almost done with this card. And I realized on my original, I didn't put any embellishments, which I'm going to do on this one. With that, we'll put 3 dimensionals on the back of the tree. I'm having difficulty picking up the backings. There we go. And that gets adhered to the left side of the circle. And then we put some dimensionals on the back of the sentiment. 3 should be good for that too. Flat. That's to the left side of the card. And then the sentiment gets tucked under the tree and sticking out from it. Oh, no, you know what? I want that higher. There we go. May the special season be wrapped in love and joy. Merry Christmas. I don't usually start my Christmas cards this early, but because of this designer series paper and I really wanted to use it, they're suited for Christmas, which is good. I'm glad I'm getting some Christmas done early this year. I won't be in a panic for last minute Christmas cards like I usually am. So, let me see, do we want basic rhinestones or maybe the gold glittery enamel dots? Actually, maybe the holiday rhinestones. Yes, I think we're going to use some of the holiday rhinestones. So I will take my Take Your Pick tool. This green, I believe, is shaded spruce, but I'm going to use it anyway. I'm just kind of sitting them. I'm not pushing down on them quite yet. Yeah, push down on them, and you know what? I'm gonna, while I'm at it, I might as well add some to my original. So there we go. Some beautiful holiday rhinestones to that card. So that's card number 1 done. And then, you know what, maybe I'll keep the holiday rhinestones out. We'll use them for my next card as well. So card number 1 is done. Now we're going to go on to this one, which, as I stated, is a fun fold. But it's quite easy to do. I've got a piece of the designer series paper. It has the plaid deer with snowflakes on one side and just black and red plaid on the other. So this measures 5 1/4 by 12. And I want to, well, I want to score it with you. So we're going to score at 4 and 8. And you want to be careful when you're scoring designer series paper that it doesn't, break. So it's going to fold like this and like this, and I'm gonna burnish both, but the part on the right hand side, the flap, we want to put the score line at the man, my words are not coming to me today. So we want to put the score line, line up the score line, and this, the bottom right corner in the track. And then we're going to cut. So we're left with this piece. We could use that on a future card. Don't need it now, so put it aside. And then we're going to use some tear and tape to seal that up. So we're just going to run tear and tape, just one piece along the bottom. And we'll burnish that, peel up the backing, and then line that up and tape it down, and there we go. We have our pocket. It's that easy. And this card is the one that says I cased a card from Kelly Acheson. This is the card I'm casing. She even used the same piece of designer series paper. So that's done, and it's gonna go on a black, basic black, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Just like that. So let's add some adhesive to the back. There we go. And now with the, I've forgotten the name of the punch. It's this one. Let me look it up. It's in the annual catalog. The Label Me Lovely. Label Me Lovely punch. Well, let's stamp first, and then I'll punch it out. So I've got 2 stamps here, and I'm using real red ink to coordinate with the plaid of the paper. So it's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, wait. While I have the red ink out, I might as well stamp the inside. So here, I used a die from the Scalloped Contour dies. I used the second largest. And I cut that out of basic white. And now I'm going to go, it's going to say Merry Christmas to you. Just like that. And there you can just write your little note. If you want to write a lot in this card, what you could do is you could add another one of these, perhaps. I'm cutting in and out again. I do apologize. I wish I could fix this or figure out why it's doing that, but I don't know if it's my internet or if it's because I'm in the basement. I don't know. But I mean, I should have good connection here in the basement because it's where our Wi-Fi is. But anyway, I don't know. I do apologize. So if you wanted to write more, if this wasn't enough room, you could write on the back of this, or you could stick one of these, die cut another one and stick it to this side and leave it blank, and it would give you room to write. So as I said, this is a perfect pocket for a gift card, a tea bag, all kinds of different things. So we stamped It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, and we're going to use the Label Me Lovely punch. And punch that out. So that's that. And I'm going to punch another one of these out of Real Red. And the Real Red one is getting cut in half. And then the white gets adhered, or the red gets adhered to the back of this. So now I have a partial frame. Isn't that nice? And now we're going to put on some dimensionals. I put about 4. And on my original, I put the sentiment in the top left corner. On this one, I'm going to put it down here because I want to showcase here. And a lot of them are cut off, so I'm going to place it down here. And there we go. So the card is done. That's how quick and easy it is. That's why I like this card. It's a fun fold. It's great for gift cards and such. But it can be done very quickly. So let's add some holiday rhinestones to this card as well. This time I'm obviously going to use the red ones. Or should I use matte black dots? Vote in the comments. The red holiday rhinestones or the matte black dots. Both would go nicely with this. If I did the matte black dots, that would make this card more masculine, I suppose. Because they're matte, they're not shiny and glimmery, and which is a little bit more feminine. So if you comment, let me know which you would prefer. Nobody's commenting, so you know what? I'll do one with the matte black dots and one with the red holiday rhinestones. How's that? For that one. And then this one, I will do the holiday rhinestones in the red. There we go. So that is it for today. Both cards were very quick. But I really like how they turned out. So thank you to Kelly Acheson for this beautiful card. I do love it. I think Kelly had the plaid on the outside though, and I'm not sure what she did to the outside. I only saw the picture on Pinterest for the inside, so she had the deer on the inside and the plaid on the outside, but yeah. Anyway, thank you, Kelly Acheson. I love it. And this one, I think I cased the layout sort of by someone, and I can't remember who it was. If I come across it, if I find it, I will add it to my post here. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or a heart. I greatly appreciate that. Also, if you would share my video, I would greatly appreciate that. It would help me find new customers, which I'm always looking for. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at amyscreativewishes@gmail.com. If you like what you've seen today and you're interested in buying these items, if you don't have them already, the Perfectly Plaid stamp set with the Pine Tree Punch are sold in the annual catalog. They're sold separately. They're not a bundle anymore, but they're still great to have. You can do a lot with this tree. I've seen people make gnomes with this tree, using the tree, cut off the stem, and use the tree for like the beard of the gnome or the hat of the gnome. There's lots of punch art that can be done with this tree, so it's got uses for more than just this stamp set. And then the Holly Jolly Wishes is in the holiday. I can't remember the prices of these. I'm not sure. They're, I think, 20 something each. And then the punch is probably about 20 something as well. So if you were to order all three of these, you could get a free item during Sale-a-bration. And why not pick this paper if you don't have it? It's beautiful paper. As a matter of fact, let me bring it in so I can show you some of the other designs on it. So you've seen the trees. There's birch trees with red, white, and gray stripes on the back. There's snowflakes with plaid in the background, plaid on the other side. Green, garden green again, snowflakes, and like chevrons or something on the back side. Then in Sahara sand, there is the little tiny deer and plaid on the back. And I think, yep, that's it. So it's beautiful paper. I love it. So yeah, if you were to get both these stamp sets and the punch, that would qualify you for a $60 item for free from the Sale-a-bration brochure. So if you already have this paper, maybe you want one of the other beautiful papers or a nice stamp set, there's all kinds of things you can get from the Sale-a-bration brochure. So again, if you have any questions or if you need help placing an order, please reach out to me. You can email me at amyscreativewishes@gmail.com or just contact me through my Facebook page here. And if you want to shop, go to amyscreativewishes.stampinup.net and click the Shop Now button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next Friday, the same time, 1 o'clock. Thank you, and have yourself a wonderful day.